Citizens should take disaster emergency preparedness steps for tonight's possible tornadoes. The residents of Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, Southern Illinois, and Southern Kentucky must take disaster emergency preparedness measures to help survive storms predicted to cover their area again tonight that are similar to storms that killed 6 people in Harrisburg yesterday, on Wednesday, February 29, 2012. There was also 1 person killed in Missouri from the tornado that hit their trailer park in Buffalo, along with 2 more fatalities in the Puxico and Cassville areas. There were 3 reported deaths in eastern Tennessee and 2 more reported deaths in Cumberland County, along with another death in DeKalb County. A man in Harveyville, Kansas, was rushed to the hospital when his house collapsed on him during the EF2 tornado that demolished most of the small community. Disaster emergency preparedness is essential because many people do not take the warning seriously. The tornado that hit Harrisburg was classified as an EF4 that was 200 yards wide with winds around 170 miles per hour. Brooks, that is with the NOAA National Severe Storms Laboratory in Norman, Oklahoma, said perhaps 10% of the tornadoes happen between midnight and 6 a.m., a time when the danger level rises because the storms are harder to spot and it's harder to get the word out. If you're asleep, you're less likely going to hear any warning message on the danger, Brooks reported to the Chicago Tribune. Even though this was not the case in this instance, it is a good idea to have emergency preparedness plans in place. An emergency weather alert radio is the best way to get early warnings during the night because they have an alarm that will wake you up at night and warn you of impending disaster. Harrisburg Medical Center staff was luckily alerted 20 minutes ahead of the impending disaster. Emergency preparedness response teams at the Harrisburg Medical Center reported, "We get these calls periodically, and often it's a false alarm." The center's CEO, Vince Ashley, added, "But we get them often enough that everyone knows what to do." This early warning allowed the quick-thinking staff to rush patients into the hallways, which were away from glass windows, and kept all doors closed behind them. When they were trying to get the last steel, heavy door closed that was located at the end of the hallway, the tornado struck. The patients and staff immediately began to hear glass from the windows shattering behind the closed doors, and they also reported they could feel the walls shaking, plus the ceiling tiles were rattling. There were areas of the Harrisburg Medical Center that were damaged so badly they will have to completely rebuild. This early emergency response preparedness is the reason many patients are alive today. Download the Absolute Right's Get Out of Dodge report to learn disaster emergency preparedness steps that you can take to be prepared for a tornado, along with other disasters that the ebook discusses. www.bugoutReport.com